I'll launch the Kickstarter intro video. Or we already got 12 comments popping up.
No, those are me.
Why would this person wants to know if we're showing the movies? Is this for trailers of the films or is it the films? It's not the films and it's not the trailers. Prepare to be disappointed.
Wait, are we live right now?
It's not the films.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
we're live.
Oh,
that's it, dude. That's what it sounds like online.
Get it.
Hey guys.
I just want your best evidence. All right, there we go. Now we're
sunshine.
Now we're 8. This is going to be a packed house once. What is that background noise? Oh, Eli, when you're not speaking, can you do me a solid and mute your mic if you're not speaking? Just because like the background noise is kind of crazy. All right,
here we are.
So we're still about 18 minutes from Kickstarter launch for the live audience. So we've already got a bunch of people popping into the live. Someone asked us how we're all doing. There's Tate. It's a real fiesta there. We've got all right. So should we sound off on it? There they go. They're already gone.
All right, Jason's eaten a couple fajitas before he joins.
Okay, good to know.
So he just texted me. He's got to get those fajitas first before it comes in.
Priorities.
Yeah.
All right. So we're at, okay. Can everyone start by introducing yourselves? That's what I want you guys to do. Mark, start with you.
Okay. I am Mark Matsky. I am a co-host of Monsteropolis and do other things like write and watch rough cuts. Lots and lots of them. So hello and welcome.
Brandon, what about you? Who are you?
I'm Brandon Dalo, and I do music sometimes, and also watch rough cuts. And,
there. We've got that.
Yeah.
Zach.
Oh, come on! Don't sound so excited to have me here.
Zach.
No, I'm Zach Palmisano. I shoot a lot of the movies with Seth, and I don't watch the rough cuts. Maybe one or two.
Don't even watch the movies.
Oh, I watch the movies when they're done.
Andy, what about you?
I'm Andy Matsky. I am the showrunner of the podcasts that we do, and I also shoot some of the movies. And I try to watch as few rough cuts as possible.
That's going to be the theme of the night. Heather?
Wow, I didn't know there was an option to not watch all the rough cuts, guys.
There's not.
Yeah.
There's not really.
I'm Mosier, and I do research and have a podcast over there that Andy runs called The Lord You Know. So.
Adam.
Hold on, sorry guys. Adam, who are you?
My name is Adam. I have traveled around with the crew on various adventures and excursions. I have a podcast called The Weird Side of Normal, which Andy told me I could say something. Can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it.
Okay, cool. So I'm excited because The Weird Side of Normal is going to be moving on over to the Small Town Monsters broadcast network. I'm pretty pumped about that. Yeah, I just do whatever I can and try not to get in the way.
Yeah, and I'm Seth Breedlove. I make movies here.
And you don't watch the rough cuts.
And I watch the rough cuts a million times each.
And I also
so
watch
those.
Let me throw that on.
Yeah, Adam does that too. For those that don't know that just tuned in, we are 14 minutes away from Kickstarter launch at 6:46. So once 7 o'clock comes around, Kickstarter goes live. Someone asked for a list of the podcasts. That's a good place to start. Andy and Heather, maybe you guys could start there. Andy, how about you? Heather immediately got angry, so I'll just throw that over to Andy.
The podcasts are Monsteropolis, which is a show that talks about legends, anomalies, monsters, pretty much all sorts of stuff. Really wide net, even behind the scenes of these films. And then the Lore You Know that Heather hosts is an interview show with all your favorite 14 investigators, all of them. They're all on that show.
Every single one.
And then the weird side of normal is as Adam can explain, is we're going to do like I don't want to share too much, but we're going to do like a rotating panel of co-hosts is what I've been told, which I'm excited to see how that goes.
It's so enthusiastic, I can't
wait.
I'm excited to see if we can actually do this.
And we also do Squadcast for our channel members, YouTube channel members, and we've done that twice in the past 8 months. So look for that coming real soon.
Before that, we did it a lot more often before that. Adam, tell us about the weird side of normal. What are you going to do with it?
So the weird side of normal is going to be, like Andy mentioned, just kind of a rotating kind of guest host type deal, just bringing in, I've had Ryan Sprague on already from Somewhere in the Skies. I've had Seth on. It's just going to be rotating through UFOs and cryptids initially, and just kind of have a different ideas and whatever about certain events and concepts within those fields, and then from there see where it goes. But that's kind of where it's going to start, just kind of a casual discussion, either probably bi is what we're looking at.
Let me see. I got. Am I supposed to be bringing on Beyond the Trail? That's what I want to know. Do the Beyond the Trail guys who removed themselves from the stream? There they are. They're back.
Jeez. We were having technical issues. That's why I removed myself.
That's okay. Are you in a McDonald's or a Chipotle?
It's a McDonald's. I don't even know if they have Chipotle here.
In northern Georgia? North Georgia? Probably.
Listen, I'm like 45 minutes north of you. There are Chipotles, I swear.
All right.
Eli, can you tell us about what you guys are doing down there?
Yeah, so we've been on the road for about 3 weeks now. We started in the Everglades down in Florida and have been slowly making our way up. And now we're in northern Georgia, the last leg of the journey here. Trying to make a bunch of cool episodes for you guys. Just kind of covering different parts of Florida. We were in Ocala National Forest. Where else were we? The Green Swamp. We did a little thing at the Florida Bigfoot Conference. Then we were up in the Panhandle of Florida, Apalachicola area. Now we're here. Weather's not quite going our way here. The new motto is we should have never left Florida.
The last leg of the journey, last legs.
It was the last leg. We're on our last leg, guys. Send help.
I think we threw punches at my car and oranges, and you wouldn't believe it.
We don't share that. No, everything's okay though. I think these are going to be some wildly different episodes in terms of terrain, like especially the Everglades looks totally different from anything we've covered so far. So I'm kind of just excited to share that, as well as the people. The people in the Bigfooting community here in Florida are unique. So you'll get to see it.
We got Alex now popping in. Isn't Alex with you guys? What is going on?
He's taking a nap.
He's at Chipotle.
Where is Alex?
He found Chipotle.
He found a Chipotle.
Alex, can you hear us? I can't hear you. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Got no sound. The Bigfoot stole his voice. So, he's gone. He's left us.
Did he say anything?
No. So we're down to 9 minutes here until launch. So how this is going to go is once the Kickstarter actually goes live at 7, traditionally we'll have a deluge of backers in the first, like, it goes for like the first 5-10 minutes, maybe it's longer. I don't remember. Every year is a blur. So we try to shout out as many of the backers that pop in there as we can, especially the executive producers. So I'm assuming Eli's going to look for Alex. Oh, he's there. He's joined us.
What's up?
Alex, what's up, buddy?
I was just taking a nap in the car. I tried to hop on, but I guess my phone didn't want me to jump in. So
yeah,
hi.
It's probably the government trying to silence the Bigfoot truth.
I think everything's against us at this point in Georgia. Georgia's not been kind to us.
Can you tell us about your experience on the trip so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. So I don't know if Eli was talking about probably the Florida section. That was what we were just on. We started down the Everglades and made our whole trip up. I don't know. Did you talk about that, Eli? Okay, so he mentioned that. So yeah, it's been really interesting. The environment down here or down in Florida presents a lot of challenges, whether it be terrain, all that critters you got to deal with, snakes and gators and that kind of stuff, hogs. Wasn't really that creepy though, but pretty unique environments. You will not believe some of the landscapes that are all contained in Florida within these different films. So it's pretty awesome. So yeah, it's been good. It's been good. A lot of ups and downs with weather, especially. But we experienced the coldest weather Florida has seen in 4 years. So that was fun. So yeah, when you see us bundled up in Florida and be on the trails, it's not because we're wimps. It's because camping in 28-degree weather anywhere is cold, let alone in Florida. So
yeah, that's got to be a weird experience down in.
Well, it started out with like the moment we landed in Miami, there was a tornado warning, and then it kind of was all downhill from there. We had, I think, 2 days where it was plus 70 degrees. Other than that, it was not great.
Mm-hmm. So there you go. Someone who's down in that area who has stories of their own. So you guys should go find them and interview them. Oh, there's Eli.
He's in the back here.
We got messages from Bigfoot Society.
Zombies.
Why did you single me out? I don't even like zombies.
He knows you're scared of them.
What?
You should tell him about possums.
Oh, I hate possums.
Dan is terrified of Alexander. We all are, honestly.
That's right. You should be scared. That's the reputation I'm trying to build here. People are always scared, and that's good. I don't know what I've done to make myself scary so far, but I'll take it. Yeah, what's up with everybody else?
Barbecue Pit Dog said Beyond the Trails top notch, impressive job. So we have like
Thank you. That's
like
cool.
1.5 feet of snow here, and I'm seriously considering going out to the cabin tomorrow for like a solo overnighter to see if I can. I've been wanting to go out there since we got snow on the ground to see if we have any tracks or anything.
Man.
I haven't been out there since New Year's Eve, and there was nothing going on out there when we were out there other than my dog ate rat poison, so that was fun. But yeah. Ashley said, "Hey guys, super hyped for the launch. We're down to 5 minutes to launch. I wish I could do like some sort of
7
countdown." Alex is the Indiana Jones of 2020.
I belong in a museum.
Yeah, we have someone who has a friend down in Hopkinsville. We actually drove through Hopkinsville like a week and a half ago while we were filming American Werewolves, and that was pretty cool. We're gonna possibly be doing a project down there in the next year.
Did you get the
or
spot?
so? Heather's immediately angry at me again.
No, I'm not angry. Not angry.
Did you go to the spot though?
No, we didn't. We didn't make it over there. Someone said, shout out to Paranormal Unexplained. Bring it back. At this point, I don't think Paranormal Unexplained is coming back. Paranormal Unexplained has gone the way of On the Trail of Hauntings, another hit YouTube series from the Small Town Monsters.
Andy looked
That
extremely uncomfortable when that grew in my comment. No.
Whiskey was good. We like that whiskey.
No, I mean, people liked Paranormal Unexplained. I think the audience for it was just smaller than we would have liked for a show that was taking a lot of time. All right, guys, we're down to 3 minutes. Once we do this, we're gonna go live. I'm gonna announce that we're live, and then we're gonna cut into the Kickstarter intro video, so you guys can check that out. So in like 3 minutes.
Slowly making our way up, and now we're in.
Eli's watching his own footage. What was that?
Cool. Sorry, I don't know why. As soon as I opened Facebook, backtracked.
This is cool. Check that out. Oh, whoa. What? Oh, there we go. Looking forward to the launch. First time participating. Heck yeah. So that's the cool thing about this is every year we add new backers, especially to like the executive producer levels. That started in like the second year of doing. I mean, we were doing it in the first year, but it really kicked up a notch when we did the Boggy Creek Monster one, and then it just became more and more a part of this kind of stuff. But for those that are joining, we are going to show clips from some stuff throughout the show, mostly in the form of promos this year. We are also going to run the trailer for On the Trail of UFOs Night Visitors, which is the next feature film up from us that should be out in April. Someone asked if we can sing Step by Step. I don't think I can do it. We could do the Brady Bunch for sure. The Brady Bunch. Okay, guys, I'm at 6:58 on my clock here, so I'm preparing to launch in like a minute and a half. I'm not nervous
Jason's
at all.
on his final fajita, so wait.
I'm not. I don't care at this point.
Well, he's got
Jason,
one more fajita. Just
we've decided against allowing him in the show. There's just too many people. The coolest thing about having Jason here for this is he can hopefully talk a little bit about Jersey Devil, because we're pretty stoked about that one. Does anyone know? Like, does anyone have a clock countdown exactly? Should we just count down like 30 seconds and then hit launch?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All at once right now. Starting. Everyone do
right.
it at once. I'm sure that'll be perfectly timed.
Let's do it.
29, 26,
28,
22,
25,
14,
24.
Oh.
7, 4.
All right.
2.
All right. I'm just launching the campaign, guys. So if you're on, you might want to head there now. We have hit launch. Launch is away and the project's live. So we have officially gone live. I've got to pull up the campaign on my phone, since that's how I track new backers. So, all right. I guess we can let the insanity begin at this point. So we've already got $1,200. That should be, what is that? I don't have, why do I not have a backer update? Oh, Kenneth Rauch already pledged on the Devil and Werewolves executive producer level. So we're already underway. I'm going to launch into the Kickstarter intro video. And when we come back, we'll read off who all has backed since then. All right. So prepare yourself. I should do the outtakes during this thing at some point. All right, here we go.
Hey guys, you probably know us from the productions we make here on YouTube, like Beyond the Trail and the Bigfoot Project, some of the podcasts we do on the Small Town Monsters YouTube channel. What you might not know is that Small Town Monsters also makes a series of films which are released as feature-length documentaries across multiple platforms like Amazon, iTunes, Google Play. We also put those movies out on DVD and Blu-ray. You can own physical copies if that's something you're interested in, but Small Town Monsters actually began its life as a feature-length documentary production company. This year, we wanted to invite our YouTube audience to take part in our film productions. You can do this by becoming a Kickstarter backer on February 3rd when the campaign launches. We fund everything we do at Small Town Monsters, including the productions that are made right here on YouTube, like Beyond the Trail and the Bigfoot Project. You can be a part of those productions by backing the Kickstarter when it launches. You basically just make a pledge. That money goes into the campaign, and then you get back a bunch of great rewards in return for your pledge. So here's some more information on what we have coming this year. And starting in April with On the Trail of UFOs, Night Visitors. It's a film about the cattle mutilation phenomenon as it occurs in the state of Colorado. Next up is something new for Small Town Monsters. It's a feature-length documentary about the dogman phenomenon as it's occurred around the heartland of America, specifically Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Kentucky. It's called American Werewolves, and we have already begun production on this one. It's going to be a really exciting next step for our feature-length cryptid documentaries. The next Small Town Monsters legend film is going to be Bloodlines, the Jersey Devil Curse. That will be coming out just in time for Halloween this year. And it is going to be a very cinematic, stylized look at the Jersey Devil legend while also incorporating some fictional narrative moments as well. We're really excited about this. It's kind of going to take what we did with films like Momo, the Missouri Monster, and the Mark of the Bell Witch and push it to the next level. And finally is our last release of the year, which is On the Trail of Bigfoot, The Last Frontier. This is going to be the longest and the largest undertaking we have attempted with the On the Trail of Bigfoot series. We're going to be going to Alaska, obviously, The Last Frontier, and meeting witnesses and investigators who have a unique outlook on the Bigfoot phenomenon, specifically in the state of Alaska. When you back a Small Town Monsters Kickstarter, you already know what you're getting into. There aren't a ton of risks when it comes to backing Small Town Monsters. We've done this now for 8 years, and each year has been more successful than the year previously. We have yet to even be late on a single production that we have undertaken. For rewards this year, there's a whole bunch of really cool stuff that we have incorporated. Some of it has never been seen within a campaign before. There's obviously things that we have done in years past, like the new t-shirt, a hoodie. It's our first time in like 5 years to bring a hoodie back into the mix. We're really excited about the designs that Jonathan Dodd has done for this year's campaign. We've also got posters created by Michael Broom and Zach Palmisano. We also have a new statue sculpted by Gene St. Jean. This time around, he has started work on a Jersey Devil sculpt, which we're really excited about. There's also going to be some original artwork at the higher levels. We are obviously bringing back the executive producer levels, and you'll get your name in the credits of every film we release this year. We hope you guys will consider backing this year's campaign. You can get great rewards, DVDs, Blu-rays. I didn't even mention that. You get digital copies that come in advance of the film's official release. There were movies that came out last year. Backers got them over a month before the official releases. We hope you'll consider backing this year's campaign. It's going to be the biggest and best year we've had yet here at Small Town Monsters, and we really want you guys to be a part of it.
Well, that was freaking insane. Are we back? Okay, so in that time we had, I can't even keep track. Did anyone keep? All right, we're at 39% backed in 6 minutes with 20,
What?
basically $24,000.
How do you open up a new tab in Chrome? I gotta get
so
to
we
this.
have All right, real quick,
23,000.
Yeah, so I can go down this list real quick. We're at 7 of the we have remaining 7 of the UFOs and Bigfoot executive producer levels. So one of those got picked up. We have 7 of the Jersey Devil and American Werewolves. The one that is almost gone is the full scale. We're down to 3. So we three of the big daddy already gone. The big daddy. So if you were looking to back at now we're almost up to 30,000. Okay. So we're at 46% funded.
Wait,
I have
how
a
much?
hard time.
Jason Udis.
Jason, did you just
How'd
did
you
Jason
pop
just
up
become
in
an
here,
executive
man?
producer?
Did I?
Congratulations, dude.
Congrats, man. That's really cool of you to
You're the
back.
executive
Did
producer now.
somebody do that under my name?
Yeah.
No one did that. We're down to just 2 of the full scale executive producer levels left. So if you're looking to back at that level, you're running out of time. There's 2 remaining.
Yeah, text me the link to this Kickstarter right now.
Yeah, let me hop on that.
Well, I got to get the link.
It went out in the newsletter. If you had the newsletter, you would have had
I
it.
don't
by
have
now.
MailChimp on my phone.
I don't think you have to have MailChimp on your phone.
You don't.
You do.
Check your
No,
inboxes.
I'm pretty sure I'm correct.
28,901. We're at 48% funded. So let's go back real quick to Alex and Eli and the McDonald's adventure down in Georgia. Alex, can you run over real quick what I'm gonna show? So you guys sent me like a couple clips that I'm gonna show real quick.
Yeah, I just down through apple pie, so I'm good to go.
Cool. Okay, let me show. All right, hold up, Alex.
My mic here. We are.
Yeah, where are we?
This is walking through the Big Cypress Preserve, National Preserve, which is very close to where a lot of skunk ape sightings have happened in that part of Florida. So this is way South Florida. We're talking. This is basically the western edge of the Everglades kind of area. And fun fact: this is where we found a Florida panther track. So you'll get to see that in the episode and a lot of other adventuring. This is now the skunk ape headquarters, research headquarters, which is down there in the Everglades as well. So we got to interview Dave Shealy, who's a bit of a character. He's been kind of seen in these areas. This footage is, okay, I don't know what, there's a random kayak footage there. It was like 1 second of kayak.
I just threw whatever Ali or Eli sent me. That was what I threw.
I sent you a bunch more today, but that's okay.
Yeah, I was getting stuff, but I had so many clips I needed to put in here that it didn't work out that well. So,
well, there was that random 3 seconds with me on a kayak, which is us in the Green Swamp. We actually got to hang out with Lyle Blackburn and other researchers there, and we got to attend the Great Florida Bigfoot Conference. So that Beyond the Trail will explore kind of the cultural aspects of the Bigfoot phenomena. So conferences, events, that's obviously kind of a big deal with a lot of Bigfoot, events. So we'll be covering kind of that aspect of it and a lot more. But that was just a little tease, I guess, to what to expect. Five new adventures at least coming up from Beyond the Trail for YouTube. So there you have it.
Awesome. And we have stuff planned out, not planned out, but stuff we want to do through the end of the year. I've seen Alex's list of projects that he wants to do, places he wants to go, and there's a lot of stuff coming up for him and Eli and probably Tate. It seems like Tate is the unofficial 3rd member of the Beyond the Trail crew because he keeps popping in
at this point.
At this point, pretty much.
I mean, he'll be in like I don't know how many episodes we have so far, 7 or 8. He's already in 2 of them, and he's going to be in another 5. So he's pretty much the third wheel on on the trail, I guess you could say.
And well,
So yeah, so there's going to be, you'll see a lot of recurring characters, Tate, others as well that have been in previous Beyond the Trails, just other researchers we like to work with. So,
all right, this is okay. So Travis Hill brought up bringing collecting Beyond the Trail onto disc, and this is something. So we've behind the scenes, I've talked about this. I have not talked about this with Alex, but we have plans for this Kickstarter that involve Beyond the Trail on disc. It's not the entire series or anything, and you'll get more details. But if you're a fan of Beyond the Trail, you're going to want to back the campaign, because going forward, the plan will be. Oh, we just hit 100 backers, by the way. So shout out. I'm sorry, it's already up to 102. But the plan for this year's campaign is to definitely integrate Beyond the Trail into it, and I'll give Alex and Eli the deets on what I'm talking about right after we get off this, I'm sure. But for future campaigns, for like next year's Kickstarter and Kickstarters down the road, the plan is to integrate every piece of content we're doing into the campaign in some way. So that's going to go beyond just like the YouTube stuff, and hopefully include like the book publishing arm of STM and things like that. And they would all be sort of like funneled under the Kickstarter, and we would have a crazy amount of amazing awards. We have a shout out from Bigfoot Society.
Thanks, Jeremiah. Always
caps.
Glad to have you.
Heck yeah, right here. ASTM crew were at the Black Triangle Coffee. We at the Black Triangle. Heck yeah. I've had some amazing t-shirts sent to me by Black Triangle. They make amazing gear, but their coffee is incredible. And if you watch Dark Sky, there's very blatant product placement that's during the cave sequence where we were on my laptop in the cave. So there you go. Mark, do you want to throw some trivia at the audience, and then whoever gets this, Heather or Zach or Andy, whoever ends up winning this, can you make sure you write down their name? Because okay, so Mark's going to throw trivia out there. The winner of this, the person that gets this right first, is going to get a Momo Gene St. Jean statue. So,
oh wow,
yeah,
stakes are high.
So stakes are super high. So make it a hard one, Mark.
Make it a hard one. Okay, should I do cryptids or UFOs?
Go cryptid because it's Momo. That makes a lot of sense.
All right, I am looking for an actual proper name. Who is responsible for the term abominable snowman to describe the Yeti? And here's a hint. He wrote for a newspaper.
Let's see what happens.
Peter Byrne.
Tim Donovan. Can I make up names?
You can, yeah, sure.
We're down to just 2. Cody Turk said Peter Byrne.
That is incorrect.
Okay, that's incorrect. Okay, Ivan Sanderson, according to Dan Cadigan. Dan Cadigan said Ivan Sanderson. Yay or nay, Mark?
Nay.
All right. Larry Beans back. Oh God. Wavelman's.
That's a good guess, but no.
All right.
He's a newspaper writer for the Calcutta Statesman.
All right. Boy, you're just giving it away now. Henry Newman. Ivan Sanderson. Someone else said, what is it? Henry Newman?
That's correct. Henry Newman.
Whoa, Brian. Okay, so Brian Rice gets a Momo statue. So Brian, I will have someone here get in touch with you to get your mailing address. So we can send you a Momo statue. That was a good one, Mark.
Can we just have him email me so we have it? You
Yes.
just email heather@smalltownmonsters.com. Just
Oh,
email
God.
me your address,
Well,
please. No, seriously, what? It's an
No, it's
email
fine.
address.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, Ashley Hilt said Henry Newman.
Oh,
Where?
wait.
We did this again. We did this last year. Where are you talking about?
I see it on the YouTube comments. Ashley Hilt at 7:16 said Henry Newman.
How fast did it fly by? I don't
Well,
see
at
that.
7:15 is when Brian said it, though.
Yeah. When did? I don't even see that on my screen, guys. So like, if I missed that,
Yeah,
somehow,
I don't see it either. Okay, Battlefield Radio said Henry Newman.
Yeah, Ashley beat or
Brian
beat
was the
her
first
by
one.
like a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good try though, Ashley, because you were right there. And Ashley does a podcast too, which I can't remember.
Wednesdays we talk weird.
Wednesdays we talk weird. Okay, there. I said it.
Yeah, the chat flies by with this.
Yeah, it's hard. Oh, someone's calling scammers. So I don't know if they're calling us scammers or just the world. Maybe they're just angry. Chris, let's
Who's
shout
calling
out
us
Chris.
Scammers? Where?
Scammers.
Let him know.
What does
Chris.
that mean?
What are we scamming?
We're giving away a statue.
Well, it's this is the world we live in. All right.
Hey, we passed 40 though.
Did we? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
How are we looking on executive producers? I haven't been able to track. We should probably real quick. Let me run over these again. Okay, all the full scale are gone. So full scale executive producers are gone. We still have 7 of the Devil and Werewolves and 7 of UFOs and 6 of UFOs and Bigfoot. So those are starting to go too. We have 16 of Art Collector left and 33 of the statues. We've already gone through how many of the statues? That's like 17 of the statues are already gone. So, okay. Wow, that's crazy. What? Full scale are gone. So full scale are completely gone at this point. Forrest Hazel backed as a full scale. He has backed since.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, he has backed since the year that the Mothman of Point Pleasant came out, I believe. So that's one of the cool things about it is like how many people back year after year. So I'm always excited about that stuff. Jake Dressel backed, and he's a member. Jake, I met at CryptidCon. We had a long talk about cryptids near, I think it was Dayton, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I got to talk to Jake about that too at CryptidCon. He's a good dude. We appreciate the support. Keep up the search, Jake.
Yeah, super cool stuff. There's a weird story he told me about like a small like. Did he tell you that story?
Yeah, the little humanoid
cryptid
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dayton has that whole connection with the Wright-Patterson base, right? I mean, with there's a lot of weirdness there. So who knows?
Yeah. And if you're a full-scale executive producer and you're wondering if we're going to shout you out in the chat, have no fear. It's coming. We're working up to it. All right. So we are total at, according to this, 44,836, 141 backers. We just crossed 45. So it's real hard to follow along with this stuff when it goes live like this. So I want to talk real quick about Jersey Devil because we have the man himself here who is responsible for part of the creation, the most of the creation at this point in time. Jason Udis, who has been a part of STM going all the way back to Boggy Creek Monster. Jason, I don't want to give away too much. Hold on, I got to answer a question. How long is the Kickstarter going for? I get paid Monday. So the way the Kickstarter works is it's going to run for 30 days and you don't get charged for it until the Kickstarter ends. So just an FYI, the Kickstarter will run for another 30 days, and you don't get charged until the campaign ends. I know this because I just backed another Kickstarter campaign where they're trying to fund this massive omnibus of G.I. Joe art. Are you guys kidding? Right? All right. Jason, can we talk about Jersey Devil?
Okay.
All right. So I don't want to give away too much, but definitely, like, I think I would put this in the camp of like Momo and Mark of the Bell Witch, in that it's very narrative heavy, like a very narrative driven film. Do you want to talk about like what your approach to the narrative elements are, and maybe even give some like non-spoiler idea of what an audience is going to get out of the movie?
Can you guys hear me okay, by the way?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's really quiet.
You sound
coming out
great.
of my speakers, so I wasn't sure. It's kind of the Jersey Devil through various time periods. We tried to create original stories, but tie them into existing events as best we could.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's hard to talk about because we're so far out still from the making of the movie. But guys, I just want to point out that this campaign is at 47,343. Our goal is 60. What does that come out to in terms of like percentage? We're already 78% backed. In how long have we been live? 23 minutes. So I'm happy.
Big bonuses for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, here we go. JD Breedlove. First of all, your last name rocks, and your first time backer. Great stories. So thanks for that, JD. And maybe we're related. My dad always tells me that any Breedlove is a member. So what is this? So I don't know what these things are, but someone sent a $20 thing. So that's awesome. Peggy. It's Peggy. Peggy's a member of the squad, and she's a frequent Kickstarter backer, and she flew all the way to Ohio from Florida to watch the On the Trail of Bigfoot: The Journey premiere at the Canton Palace Theater. So Peggy wins an honorable mention for being the probably the person that's traveled the furthest for a Small Town Monsters premiere. All right. What do we do here? We have other stuff. Do you guys want to see the outtakes?
I was gonna ask Jason, like, did you have any did you have any when you were writing it for Jersey Devil, did you have any influences, or like in terms of tone and stuff like that that you gained inspiration from?
Yeah, we kind of I mean, from the first day that we started talking about it, I kind of started thinking about like Creep Show, Tales from the Crypt, kind of just a few semi-connected vignettes that tells the story through time. And a lot of that is wanting to keep it kind of simple, I suppose. So that made it easy to break it into parts.
Nice.
Jason, Sean asked, the Jersey Devil has a unique legend behind it from a storytelling standpoint. Will it be fun for you guys to dive into that? You can answer that in a second. I want to talk because people really tune in to hear from me. I don't know if you guys are aware that, like that's I'm the face, and people just love me. No, but I'm excited about it, mostly because it gave us an opportunity to get back into that like Mark of the Bell Witch like cinematic style that I think that was Mark of the Bell Witch was the first time where we were really able to really deep dive into like the narrative storytelling style in a serious manner. You know, Momo was awesome, but Momo, we had the out of Momo could be goofy, and it was fine because it was just part of the nature of that film. But these ones we don't have that opportunity. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. Now, Jason, you can answer.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the fun of it for me, was sprinkling Easter eggs from like newspaper sightings and things like that into the fictional stories that we're telling.
All right, we had a ton of questions pop up, but first I think I'm going to show the outtakes because it's funny. All right.
What's up, guys? Welcome to our Kickstarter video. Hey guys, I'm Seth Breedlove. I am the head maestro here. Head maestro is the head cheese. All right. This year we are funding 4 films that we're making in 2022. It's going to be what we think is our biggest year yet. Get ready. This is going to be the biggest attempt we have made at this year that will be coming out just in time for Halloween next year. Fart. Finally, we have an enamel pin set. Are you freaking kidding me? We've also got Gene St. Jean sculpting a new statue. Get ready. You've never seen anything like it. You're about to love every single minute of our movie. Where's the last one? Oh. There's no reason not to back. Not. When you back a Small Town Monsters Kickstarter, you get a whole crap ton of great stuff. When you back a Small Town Monsters Kickstarter, you already know what... When you back a Small Town Monsters Kickstarter, you already know what you're getting into. You're getting... So you guys need to back. Help us. I'm begging you. Switch.
So someone wanted to know where Shannon is. I got a text right before we went live that she will not be able to make it because of issues at work. So I think tonight Shannon's out, but she might pop in. You never know. There's always the chance that we'll have surprise guests popping in and out. All right. I want to talk to, let me think. Who do I most want to talk to here? Heather. I want to talk to Heather about what we have coming up this year, specifically American Werewolves. And I'll probably throw this over to Zach too. So this is the one, next Night Visitors is already done. Like Night Visitors went out to our distributor. So that one's finished. If you're wanting to back and get your names in the credit of that one, back in the next 3 days, because it's leaving here on like Monday of next week. Thankfully, all the executive producers got in. If we do not get that would also count for like people who want to back at that UFOs and Bigfoot level, the executive producer level. But American Werewolves. Heather, what can you tell us about the stories, the witness stories in American Werewolves?
Well, I would say that we've seen with some of them a particular pattern that's emerging. I think that it's interesting. We've gone 2 of the 3 areas that we're going to cover already, and the tone is slightly different with each area. Kentucky seemed a little bit darker. And by a little bit, I mean a lot darker. But yeah, I mean, if you've seen Skinwalker: Howl of the Rougarou, you would get somewhat of an idea of the different ways that such a creature could manifest. And we're seeing that in more depth with American Werewolves.
Mm-hmm. Zach, what would you say about
Kentucky was what?
What you were talking? So just go ahead.
No, Kentucky was definitely darker. I'm curious to see how Pennsylvania goes at this point, to see what the dynamic of all three of the places that we've been to. Kind of, it's building its own story. Kind of, it's interesting.
Yeah, I would say we have some of the most intense encounters we've ever interviewed anyone about in the Kentucky section.
And emotional.
The three witness encounters we had in Kentucky are pretty wild. One of our Kentucky witnesses backed at the full scale executive producer level.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so someone asked, oh shoot, I think I hit the wrong thing. What did I do? No, that's not what I meant. Hold on. Where did this go? Someone asked if Mark Matsky is going to be at Cryptid Con, and I haven't talked to him about this. Yes, he will. We're gonna
there you have it.
I have to confirm everything, but our plan is to have a big presence at next year's Cryptid Con. And I want to bring, part of that is going to be bringing as many of the STM crew together at that event, including Brandon, who also I haven't talked to about that. Alex and Eli.
Oh, you're coming, dude.
Coming.
Yeah. Basically as many people that are part of STM as I can get there. Oh, we just crossed 50,000. So we're at 50,231. I mean, this is like one of those nights where I don't know. I feel like we might as well just stay on until we get to 100%. We're at 83%. We haven't done that on the opening night of a campaign in like 3 years.
That's since Mothman, right?
Yeah, Mothman would have been the last one where we got close. I don't know that we went to. Yeah. So,
let's make it happen, guys. Come on.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Everyone in the chats they're pumped. Look at them. Look at them. It's going so fast.
I don't know. I don't understand these super chats. Alex, you're a YouTube person. Okay, never mind. Someone explain to me.
Sorry, I was getting jiggy with the music here.
Yeah, I almost booted you. I'm just curious. What is a super chat? How do I not know what this is?
It's
money
like
just keeps flying up.
Yeah,
on the
you
screen.
just in the YouTube commenters, they can just pop that in there. If they like what you're doing, just give you some money here, and YouTube will take a giant chunk. And
oh man.
And Apple will also take a little chunk, but it's a good little thing. If people like what's going on, they just pop it in there. It's like you can do a sticker or just as a regular super chat.
Yeah.
So
that's super cool. I didn't know that. Okay, well, and it should be noted that the people that have been giving super chats are also backing. So that's pretty wild, guys.
That's awesome. Yeah, good job, guys.
I pitched in $5.
Yeah, I saw that. So you super chatted me $5.
You're just giving your paycheck back to
I know. Well, I just think
a little bit of cash.
The first time I did it was how I got on Seth's radar. He said, "Who is?" Now here I am.
You just want to stay on his radar?
Do you really want to do that?
I mean, I don't know. Should I be an executive producer? Will I get a raise?
They're gone, man. The executive producers are gone. I guess full scales are gone. The UFOs on the Trail of UFOs, Bigfoot and UFO executive producers. There's still some of those, and then there's still some Jersey Devil left. Let's start a pool for what time we hit 100%. I'm thinking 7:55. What time is it now? 7:35.
7:35.
We're at 50. Yeah, I would say 8:30 is where I'm at. Maybe even 9. It's going to slow down because those full scale executive producers are gone.
I'll put $5.
I was going to say, are you about to back like 5 different ways or something?
$5.
You're going to buy the rest of the executive producer levels. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. I don't know. It's been a long time since we had this many people back on an opening night. Okay, Mark, you want to do another trivia here? I guess I can't even track what time it is. Is it too early to do another trivia? Should we wait a little?
You tell me. I've got.
What do you?
I've got.
How about we do
questions.
this? Let's do this one for a DVD. All right. So we'll give Heather. What DVD should we give away?
Hey, I think we should give away Skinwalker. Howl of the Rougarou.
On Blu-ray or DVD? We give away DVDs?
Whatever.
Come on,
It
man.
doesn't matter to me.
What title though?
Season 1.
Skinwalker. I said it.
Yeah, Oz season 1. 8-legged freaks.
All right, we're gonna give away a Skinwalker Howl of the Rougarou DVD to the person that gets this trivia question. So, Mark, can you throw this one out at the
Okay.
audience?
This should go pretty fast, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Which professional sports franchise is named after a cryptid?
Oh, Tate just scared the crap out of me. I thought I was.
Yeah.
I thought there was a
That's
weird
easy.
warp thing going on. So, okay, so sports team named after a cryptid.
Yeah.
Jersey Devils.
Sherry Ledenbach.
She got it.
All right. So, Sherry, can you please email Heather at Small Town Monsters with your address so she can send you a DVD? Yeah. We had a bunch of people get that one. So just for the sake of letting other people have their names read out. Here, Jersey Devils. Ashley Hilt got it again. This is cool. This is my first time on a YouTube live stream, so I'm just as confused as you are, Seth. Our Kickstarter live streams, it's honestly, I was debating for a long time even doing these on YouTube because I just assumed that the YouTube audience would hate us because it's kind of chaotic.
What are you calling me? YouTube is where it's at.
But they seem to be loving it, so we're doing okay. Hey, if you guys have questions, start popping them into the comments and we'll answer questions. They can be about, whatever, the movies we're making. They can be about Andy, whether he's single or dating, about whether Eli is dating Tate. That's a rumor I've heard. I'm just 51,000 guys. We just crossed 51,000.
Little bit of cash.
Yeah, if you have some questions, just toss them in the comments and we'll start reading questions and answering them in here. Are the new STM t-shirts available in the shop? I'm not sure which new ones there are. The Kickstarter ones this year are probably going to remain Kickstarter exclusive. I think going forward, what we'll do is we'll have someone design a STM t-shirt that is exclusive to the Kickstarter, and then it'll only be in there. Now, having said that, we did add the original logo tees are in the store, and you can choose from like different colors. And then there's a Monsteropolis tee. We need to get a Lore You Know t-shirt in there. We've got Heather's not okay.
Well, I don't know what that would look like. I guess I'm like.
We have what else is in there? Zach's. There's a full color STM logo tee, and there's a lot. There's a whole lot of tees out there. So check out all the tees. Real quick, Holly Houlihan, Holly Who Art. We have a really cool stretch reward plan that Holly actually created for us. So once we hit that 60,000 mark, we are going to be announcing the first of our stretch rewards, and the way it's looking, that's probably going to happen like tonight. So, or if not tonight, later tomorrow, early tomorrow, I don't know. But check out Holly's art. If you're on Instagram, follow her account and stuff. She does really cool stuff. Thanks to Mike Ann, who is our good buddy, who once climbed a mountain while dealing with a hernia and kidney stones.
It was a kidney stone, I believe.
Multiple kidney stones.
Yeah.
And
Who
We'll
was
never
that?
forget that.
Yeah,
Who?
Mike, our buddy Mike,
Oh
he
my
climbed a
God.
mountain with us while dealing with all that stuff. So, someone asked, will On the Trail of the Lake Michigan Mothman be on DVD Blu-ray? On the Trail of the Lake Michigan Mothman is a streaming only release, so that one will not see a DVD or Blu-ray release unless something happens down the road. The only way I could see it working is if we include it in like some sort of Mothman box set. We've always kicked around the idea of doing a Mothman box set. So if we ever do that, we would, potentially include it in there. Andy could design a "Where's Mark" t-shirt.
Gladly, I'll do it. That's
Yep.
our next shirt. That's for sure.
Yep. Peggy wants to know if the Flatwood statues have been sent. Yes, they were sent. They were sent weeks ago because I still haven't received mine though. So having said that, I don't know. I don't know if they've all been sent. So Anne wants to know, what film have you worked on that has had the most profound effect on you? I think we could go around the crew on this one because everyone in here has been involved in STM movies to some extent. So Mark, why don't you start, and then Brandon, Zach, start with Mark.
Probably the first On the Trail of Bigfoot, going out to the Pacific Northwest for the first time, because it started a whole thing of wanting to go back and thinking about it all the time.
Brandon?
Trying to remember all the ones we did, man. It's been a lot so far. I think the original Mothman that we did, just being there, I mean, being able to be in part of, like, step into the bubble that is that legend and just talk to some of the, like, one of the original witnesses and just being in that town and doing that movie. For some reason, that one sticks out to me more than all of the others. And going there and going to the TNT area and stuff like that, there's just a vibe there that I don't find I get anywhere else. So I guess the original Mothman.
Zach, what about you?
I mean, I know it's not everyone's favorite movie, but I think Boggy Creek Monster, the shoot was, my first experience with everybody, and kind of built that dynamic of more of a, a crew of friends doing something fun and interesting. And it was hard work. And looking back, I look fondly on that, even though it was at sometimes really grueling. But Brandon upset me a lot of times.
Yeah. You guys had that fight, ended up in the river.
Yeah, we were in the river, ended up both in the ER. I don't know what happened.
Jason,
Adam, what about you?
I think the On the Trail of Bigfoot in the Washitas with the NAWAC. I think that was probably the most impactful for me. It's been, I guess, more or less the only Bigfoot-esque encounter, whatever that was, that I ever had. That was a whole lot of fun, and just getting back there and seeing it because I'd heard so much about it. And then MoMA was fun, just because it felt like a bunch of friends, like, getting around and just hanging out again and staying in the same house and that kind of stuff. That was a lot of fun also.
Jason, what about you?
Boggy Creek, because I had a little kitchen in my hotel room.
Yeah, dude. It was nice.
All these years later, I still can't believe it. Can't believe that happened to me. I'm just
still grinning. I'm grinning too, dude. I forgot about it. And the corner cups.
I made bagel bites in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good trip.
Yeah, it was.
Alexander, what about you?
Oh, it's a tough one. There's been a lot, but probably since we've been doing these Beyond the Trails, I would say Beyond the Trail, the Sasquatch Valley, the one that just came out, the most recent one about Utah, just because I've always been really into that area. It's pretty close to Skinwalker Ranch and a lot of high strangeness, but the high Uintas, Eli and I backpacked in there in August, and we had some pretty weird stuff happen that I think we just did not expect at all. So that was probably my favorite Beyond the Trail, although they've all been amazing. and all the other productions I worked on too. So it's tough to narrow it down.
Yeah. Andy, well, let me ask Tate, because Tate's been on a bunch of these
Yeah,
Beyond
Tate's
the
got
Trail.
got something to say.
And you know what? If Tate doesn't say that it's the time he hung out with me in San Francisco, I'm going to be a little hurt. But
I
whatever.
mean, it's second to that because technically that wasn't a STM production thing. So
if I'm there,
it's official.
It's an STM production.
Okay, that's my favorite. Second to that would be Bluff Creek. Beyond the Trail at Bluff Creek.
Yeah.
I know you always tease me about talking about Bluff Creek, but it's my place.
Yeah, it's a special place. Eli's here if he wants to take the question.
I don't know where he is. I can't see him.
Flip it. You on there?
What's that noise?
I don't know.
Go.
Eli, what's your favorite?
What's my favorite?
What had the most profound
What's your
effect on you?
Question at the bottom. Oh, it's right there. All right, dude. I didn't see it. I don't know what's going on. I would have to say, dude, that's a tough question. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. And I can't get into the reasons. So thank you, everyone.
There you have it. You'll have to find out. You guys will have to wait to find out.
Andy, what about you?
Probably what comes to mind is Discovery, because hiking down to the nest site and just being in that location is sort of what, sort of finalized in my mind the idea of Bigfoot actually being real. And like when it boils down to it, that's about it. It's like the nest site. That's what I always come back to. So probably that, I'd say.
Heather?
Hi. So my favorite one that I've been on would have been the trip out to Colorado for night visitors. That would have had the most profound impact for me.
I'm going Minerva because it's like the first movie we made, and like it sort of established the path of my life, I guess, or at least my life up to this point. And it kind of informed me of what I wanted to do for a living, because at that, I've talked about it before, but at that point in time, I was completely directionless when it came to career, what to do with my life as an adult. I just didn't know. And also, I'm just not good at anything like filmmaking. I wouldn't say I'm good at filmmaking, but like it's the one thing that I've found that I'm able to sneak by. We just crossed 200 off the list, by the way, 200 backers. So 200 backers. And also, like, one more thing about Minerva. I've talked about this before, but Minerva, we have never come close to the energy levels that surrounded that movie, at least on a local stage. And Brandon could speak to that too. But like the energy that surrounded Minerva as it was being made, and then even when it came out and like the premiere in downtown Minerva and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it was really wild. So important question now. Opinions on the Goat Man. Heather, your favorite cryptid is the Goat Man. Can you talk about this cryptid?
Yeah, it's terrifying. That's pretty much it. I don't like goats as is. So to think of one that's upright and potentially like wielding an axe or trying to kill me, I'm not about that.
And you talked about that train thing too.
Well, yeah, the train trestle up, or the Popelick train trestle. Like, I wouldn't even want to be on the train trestle, let alone if there was a goat man trying to lure me up there or chase me off of it. But yeah, it's the cryptid that has the highest body count, is not as horrible as that is. It is the cryptid with the highest body count confirmed.
Confirmed body count.
For real though, because people legend tripping get up on the they get hit by a train. Wow, Seth, I can't. So insensitive.
I was just joke. It was just a joke. Adam, can you tell us about Adam? Can you tell us about your goat man encounter?
My goat man encounter. That one time, there was that time that I did see a goat man.
Helen, I have seen Lamb. It's really good.
Where's that at? I didn't even see that question come through. All right. Someone wanted to know, will Lee Hempel's farm off Bray Road be featured again? Stuff keeps happening out there. Bray Road is not a part of American Werewolves 1, but if we do more American Werewolves, which at this point I would love to, I'm really enjoying the process of making this movie. It's I said to Dan Cadigan last night, Dan and oh shoot, who else was in there? Dwight? I think it was Dwight. I said to them that the movie was American Werewolves is a return to very early days STM in a lot of ways. Like, it's a very scaled back approach to documentary filmmaking. It's not driven by recreations. It's entirely about witnesses and their encounters. And there's only 3 like quote unquote experts in the entire movie, and I don't think any of them would refer to themselves as an expert, and they all have their own direct connection to either witnesses that we're talking to or the subject in general. Well, so far directly connected to the witnesses we're talking to. I don't know if that remains the case with PA, but
we're at $54,000.
Oh yeah, 54,274. We're at 203 backers. I'm enjoying these questions though. What's up with night visitors?
Oh, me.
And Creek Geeks wants to know about bigger t-shirts. So Night Visitors is a movie. Why don't we show the trailer and then we can talk about t-shirts? Because we have the trailer right here. So I'm gonna pull up the trailer real quick. We can watch that, and then yeah.
And Mike
so
Archer asked if you missed the Kickstarter going live, by the way, and he said it's not. So I don't know if you wanted to address that really quick.
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm actually gonna pop the. I should have done this multiple times already, but I have not. Here is the link in the comments for the Kickstarter. So if you have not gone yet, the link is going to pop up right now. So yeah, the campaign's live and we're almost fully funded. So all right. So yeah, real quick, we're going to show the trailer for Night Visitors, and then we'll come back in a second. Oh, bigger t-shirts. We're the only thing about bigger t-shirts. We're at the mercy of the print on demand company we're using through our web store. So all we have is whatever they list. So until they list something else, I think we're stuck with what they have. Anyway, Night Visitors right here.
I was sleeping and I just thought I was dreaming. I kept hearing, we came back for you. It was like whisper. I go outside, and it's just getting brighter and brighter. I'm just like looking up, and I just froze. Don't remember thinking anything, doing anything. It's just all I remember just standing there, like looking up.
We found this weird jelly substance that was on its neck. This is one of the few things that's ever been found at a mutilation site. It was freaky.
And I'm only 9 to 12 years old. I'm a young girl. You'd hear the adults talking about police being called and cattle being killed and, UFOs being sighted and lights in the sky and Sasquatch creatures and banging on the house and paranormal all of these crazy things.
A lot of times in the cattle mutilations, you read about blood being drained.
But a cow has, 7.5 gallons of blood, and there's never a drop anywhere. I don't think there are anything else that we can entertain. If it's a predator tears and shreds. So there are none of those. These have been verified, cauterized laser cuts.
We are looking at a that should be an April release for that, like right at the beginning of April. real quick, we now cross 55, so we're $5,000 away from the final goal, and we still have. I said, what did I say? 830 is my guess for hitting the final goal, just at the current rate. I never would be that optimistic any other time, but just given the current rate at which people are backing, I can pull back to 9 o'clock if you guys would prefer me to remain my pessimistic self. Can we actually and legally capture a live Bigfoot / cryptid, Andy?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as long as we have the right license for it, we can do it, right?
You can't do it in Whitehall.
Okay, so we can't do it in
That's
Whitehall, and I think there's a few other places that they have that in their
Skamania County,
legislature.
Washington. Yeah, it's not. No.
Yeah.
Bueno.
So as long as we check the local, state, and
No.
county legislature, I think we'll be okay.
You can't capture Champ in New York either, or Vermont.
Well, yeah.
So that's capture. That doesn't just. Hey guys, Adam's taking off too. I just really quickly wanted to give a heads up. Adam's got to go.
Bye.
So
Bye,
Adam.
Adam. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks everybody.
Guys.
Keep pumping money into it. That was a good sign.
All right.
See ya.
Yeah. See you, man.
See ya.
All right. Mark, what about you? Do you think we can wait? So hold on. I want to circle back to that. I thought the thing in like Whitehall was that you can't shoot a Bigfoot. So it's a capture is included in that.
Yeah, I don't know about capture. I just know that Paul Bartholomew they had put law, like they got laws passed and on the books for protecting it. So I don't know if that. I'm assuming capture would include, but maybe not.
All right.
You know.
Mark, what about you? Do you want to weigh in on this? You have thoughts?
Well, we could take it piece by piece, right? Can we actually capture a live Bigfoot or cryptid? Sure, of course. If it's there and you're there, you can capture it. Legally, that's another question, as we've been discussing. But again, I think a lot of the laws on the books are about killing, but catching is another. And what are you going to do with it after you catch it? I think is probably another legal matter unto itself.
Also,
so yeah, there's a lot of complications. I think there'd be a good story there about what would actually take place should that capture happen.
Brandon, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, and obviously it'd have to physically be a physical thing, right? We could capture it if it was a non-physical entity of some kind.
Right. It's an important distinction. So Mike Ann did say it was both. So it was a hernia and kidney stones.
Stones.
Yeah. All right. So hold on. I'm popping this one in. Kind of a random question. My boyfriend is a backer. If I reach out, can I get a special shirt made for him? If you do that, that is. You can reach out. I have a way you can do that wouldn't need to that would only require us to give you permission to do it. So, and we can do that. So just reach out to Heather at Small Town Monsters. It's gonna keep steering everyone to Heather. Someone wants to know what's Mothman. So I'm gonna go to Jason for this one because he's our resident Mothman expert.
Oh, he's a little man. He's got wings and red eyes. I would probably be really bad at answering that seriously, but it's should I answer it seriously?
Sure, go for it.
Nah. I can't form words today.
Brandon, you're our other Mothman expert. Can you weigh in on this?
I can't top that description. It's just a little man with red eyes and
whoa. What'd I come back to?
Jason
I was talking about a little man.
Where'd Adam go?
All right. Adam had to take off. So hold on. Here we go. Here's another one. I think I'm going to kick this one to Mark again because Mark is our resident Black Triangle expert. So Mark, what's your take on Black Triangle UFOs?
Well, they are, the most sort of modern manifestation of UFOs. We get a lot of 90s moving forward reports of them. The main question I think these days is, assuming the physical, we're talking about physical craft, whose is it? Right? Is it a secret government sort of vehicle? Is it of extraterrestrial origin? Those are all the questions surrounding them. I think they're cool. They're silent. That's always freaky. Is when they move silently overhead.
Right. All right. So we have. Are there any Bigfoot in England? Alexander, why don't you answer that question? Because you are a renowned world traveler.
Yeah. So I've heard the stories of Sasquatch being the British Isles. I don't know. I have a tough time wrapping my head around that idea. If it is an undiscovered, flesh and blood sort of primate, how it could stay elusive like that. Maybe it's sometime in the past. If you're more into the paranormal side of things, I guess they could be anywhere. I mean, I don't necessarily lean towards that, but there definitely are reports that come out of there. Now, whether or not that's legitimate or not, I have no clue. Maybe we'll do a Beyond the Trail UK at some point. Who knows, man? Our weird stuff out there.
Will Port Chatham be a subject in the Last Frontier? I would love your take on it. I'm sure Port Chatham is going to come up. Like, how are you not going to address it in some way? I don't know as of now what Last Frontier is delving into exactly. So you gotta one thing I haven't. Alex has an in. He knows
there are some people that we.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just talking over you.
No, it's cool. We want to. I would love to go there just because the stories are so fascinating. But the way STM production works is like we're working on one movie while we'll be filming a movie while doing pre-pro on the next movie while doing post-pro on a movie from like 6 months ago, and so it might seem like we don't have any idea what we're doing week to week, and that would be true. So I don't know. I don't know right now. I'll tell Heather that no, we're not going to cover something, and then we end up covering it anyway, or like stuff like that. It's a really what?
I said correct.
Yeah,
that's exactly
I like
what
to
happens.
keep her on her toes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Kickstarter's at 56,000 now with 218 backers. Real quick, just so I can get this out there again, we have there's levels that are limited. So the statues are going quick. They're half gone. So we're down to about half the statues are left of the 50. There's 16 left at the art collector level. There's on the UFO Bigfoot, there's 5 executive producer level spots left. That is only going to be up through. Well, actually, I don't think. Well, okay. So the deal with that is if you want your name in the credits of Night Visitors, you have to back by Monday, essentially. What in the world was that? Jason, is that your chair or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have to sit completely still.
Yeah, it's much.
Do that. I can't move at all.
It sounds like a chair that like a banker would have had in like the early 20th century. Like Devil and Werewolves executive producers, we have 7 of those left. And then again, all the full scale executives are gone. So We're at 218 backers, 56. We're less than 4,000 away from the final stretch or the final goal, at which point we can announce the first stretch goal. So I hope that answered the question regarding Port Chatham. If you have other questions, you can pop them in the comments, which brings us to what would be your dream documentary to make? Let's start with Mark.
The true story of the Peninsula Python.
Saw
Boom.
that one coming.
Yeah. And
Brandon.
Renee DeHinden would be part 2.
Yeah, that would be a cool one.
You already know what I'm going to say. Spring Hill Jack, because it'd be fun to do something like different like that, and also we get to travel internationally, and go to London, so that'd be fun.
Right. Oh, these guys pop back in. I just realized. Zach, what about you? What's your dream documentary?
I would love to eventually do a true crime documentary with small town monsters. But if we're gonna stick to the cryptids, maybe a Fresno Nightcrawler documentary or mockumentary would be kind of funny.
In my mind's eye, I can imagine what a Sam Sheeran Fresno Nightcrawler poster would look like.
Yeah.
Alex and Eli, what would be your dream documentary to make?
Oh, I don't know if I can say it because I don't want someone to steal the idea. But we'll go with probably something to do with the Yeti at this point. That's something that's the first cryptid that I got into was the Yeti. So I think going to the Himalayas would probably be it. But my other idea I can't say publicly, so you guys may just have to wait for that to come out someday.
Yeah.
So, but the Yeti, I don't know. Eli, what do you think? Favorite documentary or one you'd like to make? What do you think? What would be your ideal documentary to make? Dream documentary.
Chupacabras.
There you go.
Chupacabras.
He just popped in.
Why is that funny to you?
It was just
the
head. The way your head popped on the screen was funny.
Yeah.
Laugh about it. Yeah.
We're
just
trying
laughing
to
it
make
up.
it work. Hopefully the McDonald's music isn't annoying.
No, you're good.
I'm telling you, we're gonna make bank one day on a Chupacabra documentary, and then who will be laughing then?
Well, if you make it for STM, I'll still be laughing.
Probably all of us.
Jason, dream documentary.
I'm really frustrated right now because I was thinking about this a few days ago, and I had some ideas I was really excited about, and I am completely blank. So I'm gonna skip.
All right, cool. Let me see, Andy.
If we're sticking to like cryptid topics, I'd like to find a way to do that Night Siege story over in Ashtabula, Ohio. I'm a big fan of that because that's a lot of like high strangeness stuff. But I really don't know. That might be it. We'll see.
Heather, I have a feeling I might know this one, but what's your dream?
Thought?
Just
What's
no,
your thought?
go ahead.
Okay, so
Oh,
obviously anything with
ooh,
Goatman.
some
would be
haunted
cool.
house somewhere is a haunted object. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. First of all, clearly the haunted stuff doesn't go over well with you or our audience, so I got to throw that out the window. But no, anything with Goatman would be cool. But really, I would love to do something with the Wendigo.
yeah. I still think there's a way to find to mash that on the trail. My hand made a funny noise. I'm not gonna be able to duplicate that. That was amazing. I still think there's a way to mash together that story with the Bigfoot stuff in BC that we're hoping to do in 2023. So
What are you doing?
yeah, sorry. Oh, my
2022.
my
What
bad.
the heck?
My dream documentary at this point would be to go back to Minerva and do the Minerva monster story again, but I won't do it without the Catons' involvement. And they're understandably kind of done with that story. And so I don't think I'll do that one. I don't think I'll have an opportunity to do that one, but that was the one. That would be the one that I would love to go back and just retell again, just because I think there's a lot more to that story than what we were able to cover. I don't know, Brandon, do you have any thoughts on that? Going back ever to Minerva?
That'd be amazing. I think, well, you know, it was our first film. It wasn't very good or whatever in terms of the quality of the filmmaking, just because we were all beginners, you know. So it'd be amazing to go back and do it justice, but then also, yeah, there was a lot more to that story than we were able to tell in that film. So it'd be cool to be able to tell people that side of things, and also bring other stuff in, because there's been other sightings in the area, like around the, you know, the Catons, and then since then, so that we could tell those stories and stuff like that too. So it'd be really cool.
Kevin Bird asked, do any of you guys know how many backers out there have backed every STM project? Is there anyone in the chat who has backed every STM project? Kevin was an early backer of STM, because I remember his name popping up on Minerva. I think maybe again on Boggy. And then Kevin used to listen to Sasquatch. So we've got people that go all the way back to the earliest days, even prior to the existence of Small Town Monsters. Anyone that listened to Sasquatch from the earliest days was around before Minerva was even being filmed. And I know some of those people are still backers, but like off the top of my head, names, I'm not super positive about, you know, who they are. Let me see. If you have questions, again, pop them into the comments. Mark, let's do another giveaway here, because we need to give away a statue. What is the other statue?
Bray Road Beast.
It's a Bray Road Beast statue. So the other statue is a Bray Road Beats, the Bray Road Beats.
The Bray Beach.
It's a hit. It's a hot new album. Roddy, thank you for the super chat thing. Super cool.
Hey, so we're gonna have to bounce out here. So I just want to take this opportunity to say goodbye. Wish us luck. We're about to go camping in some pretty crazy conditions. It's raining like crazy out here. So wish us luck. We're gonna go camp in that. So we'll see you guys later.
Good luck, guys.
All right, dude.
Buddy.
See you.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Bye, guys.
Yep. See you guys.
Yay, Kevin.
Kevin has backed every project, including Minerva. That's what I thought I continued to see your name. So Kevin goes all the way back to the early days. And again, before that. But Mark, why don't we give away another statue? This is for the Bray Road Beast statue. If you win this, we'll tell you what to do. So Mark, throw a trivia question out there and answer in the comments.
Okay. So this is going to be a UFO question. So according to J. Allen Hynek, who coined the term, what constitutes a close encounter of the second kind?
Okay.
According to J. Allen Hynek, who coined the term, what constitutes a close encounter of the second kind?
That's not an answer, but that's a cool. He got that's the old school show about Bigfoot line.
Yeah.
Kevin is an OG backer, that is for sure. Evidence. Hold up. Oh crap. This was our first one. Seeing through the craft. No. Yay. Nay. Mark.
I would go with physical evidence. Whoever had physical evidence first.
Okay, that's
Kevin.
again, that's Sherry, but Sherry already won. I feel like we got to go with.
No, isn't
What?
Kevin Bird the first one? Physical evidence.
I don't. Where's he at?
814.
If.
So
oh
you
yeah,
see
that's
Seeing
Kevin.
Through the Craft, and then there's a few down from there. Yeah.
So Kevin just won the Bray Road Beats statue. Kevin, if you can email Heather at Small Town Monsters, you will be able to give her your information, and we'll send you out a statue.
Yeah,
We have one more statue. We have the Bell Witch statue, which is the final one, and also the Kickstarter is up to 57,665. We're at 228 backers. By the way, like 228 backers, I feel like one of our campaigns topped out at 225, something like that, and I think it was the Mothman Kickstarter campaign. So that shows you how far we've come in terms of like backer numbers in the 8 years that we've been doing this. This is our 8th Kickstarter campaign. I'm going to scroll back up because I missed a bunch of questions. Congrats to Kevin on that, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. I missed questions because they're scrolling by so fast. Someone asked about, okay, so this is controversial, but what are your thoughts on Todd Standing? Is he for real or is it fake? I mean, like, I think it's pretty, oh gosh, this is always, well, I mean, it's definitively fake, some of this stuff. I can't speak to all of it, but I haven't seen anything from him that I would say is real. Like Mark and I have discussed this at length on old episodes of Sasquatch. And for some reason, Todd's like one of those guys where it comes back around every couple of years. And, you know, like Bigfoot news is always on a cycle. And he's one of those guys where he put out enough content that over the years, it just, I don't know, it gained popularity to the point where, you know, people cycle it every couple of years. I don't know. Mark, do you want, Brandon, why don't you weigh in on Todd Standing? You want to talk about it?
I don't know like all the details about it. Yeah, I always gave the impression that it was kind of a fake thing, but I don't know all the details to really give like a definitive. Was he involved in like the thing in the freezer, like it was a frozen?
No. That was no. Todd had like the close-up shots of the Bigfoot faces, and he did the.
Oh, they looked all like mythical or whatever, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of, and he.
Those are weird.
Oh heck yeah! What's your favorite Bigfoot hoax? That's a good one, Mark. Go.
Oh boy. Gosh. Probably, well, I'll just go off of what Brandon said, the Bigfoot in the freezer hoax, the Georgia hoax, because it got so much traction and then the news and stuff, and it just they pulled that about as far as you can before, you know. Yeah, Freezergate. That's exactly the right way to state that. I don't know. That's probably going to be it.
Andy, favorite Bigfoot hoax?
I don't know. Isn't there? I feel like there was some footage that I believed for a long time, but then was revealed as a hoax. And I know that's a great story for everyone to listen to. But that's my story. You know that one footage that we all thought was real?
That piece of wood.
No, it's not.
Ivan Marks.
Yeah, his stuff's cool. It's like you see it real straightforward. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
Oh, this is cool. When is someone going to make a documentary about the Albert Ostman incident? Try to retrace the route and find the location of the abduction.
That'd be awesome.
I would. Yeah, I'd love to make that movie.
I think what would be cool because people always talk about like one of the inconsistencies is in his story is how long it would take to get from the location back to town or whatever. It'd be cool to kind of like go back and actually try that out and test it.
A lot of these people have backed all the way back to Minerva. This is crazy. Like some of these, like a lot of the people that are commenting on Facebook, it shows up as like just user, but Ryan has backed all the way back to Boggy, Todd, same thing. So a lot of people go way back, which is super cool. All right. Someone said Ape Canyon would be awesome. A lot of people told Alex and Eli good luck. See, I missed. I'm so far back in the comments that I'm missing a lot of stuff. Where are we at on the Kickstarter? I haven't looked lately. We're at 58. So, oh man, we're 10 minutes to 8:30.
Yeah. 96% backed.
Yeah, 96%. We're right there. Hey, Strangeness said Heather's wrestling t-shirt game is always on point.
Yay! Thanks.
Did anyone see any comments? I asked about Kushtaka's real or myth. I don't even know what that is. Heather or Mark, do you guys know what that is?
Kushtaka.
Go ahead, Mark.
Well, going to Alaska as you are, you'll find out pretty quickly.
Oh, Mark.
Better not. What is
Hold
it?
on.
That's why you're going, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
That's another word.
It is.
It's a shape-shifting creature. Man, the images. Oh, wait. Is this the... No. Is this the otter? No. Hey, everybody laughs, but there's an otter, man. For real.
No.
Hey, one thing I forgot to do. Jonathan Dodd.
Wrong about it.
Jonathan Dodd had commented, and I wanted to mention the fact that he created our logo for two of our logos for the Kickstarter this year. So really quickly, I want to make sure we shout him out as being
he did
an
amazing job.
Awesome.
Al wanted to know if Base Camper gets film credit. It doesn't say. Ad said so, but not on Kickstarter page. It does. I don't know why it doesn't. I can fix that tonight. I thought I fixed that yesterday. Let me run through that real quick. It's definitely in there. It's going to be in there. Base campers are going to get film credit. So even though it's not in there, don't worry about it. It will be. Your name's going to be in the credits. Yeah. One other thing is we're down to like 22 of the statues. And for people who don't know, those statues, Gene does statues, like versions of the statues throughout the year, but they're not the same one. He does a special like paint scheme for those ones. Someone said Dodd is fake. His name. Okay. Do you guys believe the Minnesota Iceman was real? Andy Matsky, you're the resident Minnesota Iceman expert because you were alive when it was actually out and about roaming the Minnesota woods. What's your take on the Minnesota Ice Guy?
When I personally saw the Minnesota Iceman, it seemed very real to me. I'm still troubled by how real it was, just looking at it like it was just a Iceman trapped in all that ice. And it was just scary. I wish I knew where it was to this day so I could let him free. It's real, guys. It's real.
Mark, Mark Brandt, anyone that knows anything about the Minnesota Iceman who isn't going to pretend to have an encounter? Come on, Andy. Good grief.
That's my own experience. I'm
The
sorry.
first one was real.
Yeah.
Second one, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Second one is kind of a toss-up.
The second one was at my childhood mall in Saginaw, Michigan, I think, or somewhere in the Detroit area, one of the two.
And you saw it in person?
I saw the display. I didn't go see it. I was really little. I was kind of afraid of it, to be honest.
You're talking about the
Minnesota Iceman.
Yeah, the first one you believe was real. There were two.
Yeah, there were two.
And you believe? Okay, but you believe the first one was real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. Whatever.
Based on the fact that it stunk.
Well,
they fake
did
fake stink smell in there. Is that what you're
They did the Georgia freezer hoax. That guy stunk. Just real quick, we are now at 97%, 58,618. We have 237 backers. We're almost there. Once we get there, we're gonna bail.
What?
Not bail, but I mean we'll start considering ending for the night. Let me see. There are two Jonathan Dodds fighting it out in the comments right now because they both have the same name, which is pretty great.
Oh no.
Pretty great to watch. Someone had commented the real Dodd father will emerge on top. All right. This is great. This might be my favorite year yet for the comments. It's pretty awesome.
It's been nice so far.
Yeah.
It was fart spray.
Good time. When are we going to do a cryptid restaurant tour? Any day, like literally at any point. I'll go tomorrow. If I could do it today, I would do it today. Real quick, I want to point out again that the statues are limited, and those are going much quicker than normal. So are the art collector. Basically, any of the limited levels are going pretty quick. The on the trail of producer levels are going quick. The Jersey Devil and Werewolves executive producer level is wide open. There's one of those that have been taken so far, so you can get those. So yeah, if you're interested in backing at those levels, any of the limited levels typically don't last very long if there's less than 10, especially in our campaign. So, Mark, when do you want to do a cryptid restaurant tour?
The drop of a hat. A drop of a researcher hat.
We've done
brimmed.
We've done Monster Mart. It's technically a restaurant. They got pizza.
Yeah.
Monster Mart.
What in the world? Someone wanted to know what we're raising money for. So we're raising money. That's an interesting question, actually, because like if we were being fully transparent, that poster would show literally every single thing going on at STM, and it would be a little crowded. Like we'd have Beyond the Trail on there, we'd have Bigfoot Project, so it's basically everything that Small Town Monsters does throughout the year. So that'll include all the YouTube stuff, the podcasts, the movies. But when you look at the actual campaign, the rewards revolve around the 4 feature films. Hopefully next year we can start integrating the Kickstarter stuff more fully into the overall reward levels. I think that's the ultimate goal. When Minerva Monster was shown at OBC in 2015, was that the first public showing? The first public showing was OBC, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And then there were how many people were there? Like 500 people or
500
something?
people, yeah. It was totally packed.
Yeah, it was packed. And I sat with like Brandon and Shannon, and it was a crazy experience showing that movie. But the actual premiere was at Minerva Monster Day in downtown Minerva at the Roxy Theater. And that to me was I don't know that we'll ever top that experience just because it was so insane. Like it was, I compared the experience of seeing the lines of people down the street to like what it must have been like to be around when like Star Wars was coming out in theaters. Cause like I came out of the back of the Roxy Theater, came around the side of the Historical Society, and I just saw the line of, we just crossed we just hit it. We're already at 68:31. We're over the goal.
What?
All right. I'll see you guys later.
Did it.
Hey, we're backing out. We're backing out now.
Awesome.
That is nuts. Oh man, this is already getting pulled off YouTube.
Just the Oz theme. We're good.
That's awesome.
What was that back? That must have been like executive producers, huh? That was.
There go the bongos.
That was crazy. Who backed at that level? Who backed?
Wow.
101% backed. I can't. That was Morgan Hazel. So Morgan Hazel, who normally gets to back at the full scale, backed at the Devil and Werewolves executive producer level. So thank you to Morgan Hazel. He pledged 2,000 anyway, so I kind of feel like we might have to give him a full scale, even though he went over. I feel like Morgan, thank you for backing again. Morgan and Forrest continue to back almost every single year, and it's crazy to have people still doing this. I have no idea how to respond, honestly. In my wildest dreams, I was hoping we would hit the goal by maybe Saturday. I knew it would be a little faster than last year. Last year, it was like Monday, and we just hit it in 90 minutes. Oh, it's 8:30. What do I win? I said 8:30.
You win the
8:30
Bell
exactly.
Witch statue.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. All right. I guess.
Yeah, we didn't give that away yet,
Oh,
did
you
we?
get the Virgil toy. Look.
You get Virgil.
No.
Virgil.
You can't give that to him.
Oh, you're
Sweet.
regifting it?
WWF.
No
You're
way.
regifting it.
Is
Jason.
Virgil? I shared an elevator with that man once.
What?
Where? I
What
want
are we
that
doing?
story.
I don't know who he is, so like it had no impact on me is the problem.
Mike Eves
'cause
would always give him money orders.
Mike. All right.
He would be at the trading card show. So I'd go into Giant Eagle for some money orders.
I discovered small town monsters on a visit to Denny's to Denny down at Monster Mart in Falcon a few years back, and have hit the Kickstarter ever since, starting with Flatwoods Monster. Thank you, Dylan, for being a part of the Kickstarter.
Thank you.
Super. Yeah, that's awesome. Otter Man of Alaska. Kushtaka is land otter man, said Jeremiah. Okay, so if I'm not, I might be wrong here, Heather, but doesn't our buddy from Colorado, former law enforcement, featured in Night Visitors, doesn't he have a story about like giants?
Man, I don't know.
He does.
I honestly.
Okay, he does.
Okay, I
He
don't
does.
remember
I
you
don't-
telling me.
Okay, he has a story, but I don't think he told it to us when we were making it. So, and I don't remember the details, so I can't really get into the details. But that is a legit. That is like
Red
it's
hair.
One of the few, yeah. That's one of the few like quote unquote urban legends that I think has roots in reality, because I know someone that claims to have some knowledge of that taking place.
There's
Heather
a few
looks
people.
skeptical.
No, there's a few people that I know as well who have stories of either their own personal memories or familial stories that were passed down that have to do with giant skeletons as well in this area. So yeah, it's a thing.
Oh my gosh, 244 backers. That's crazy. How much longer do you guys want to go? Do we do this last statue giveaway, do you think?
Well, yeah, what else are you going to do with it? Leave it in the office? Take up my
Well,
space?
I like it.
I guessed the time that we would hit the
So you're
goal.
thinking it's your statue?
Yeah, you
I'm
win.
just saying like maybe I should win. Because I got it right. So I don't know.
I don't know.
No, we could give that away.
I think we
all
should.
right. Well,
Mark's
so-
got to do a question.
How many questions
All right.
does Mark have?
Yeah,
He's
Mark.
got tons.
I've got tons.
An infinite amount.
Well, because we could do 2 more giveaways, actually. That's my thought.
What? Oh, wow.
I'm just saying.
What's the other
statue.
giveaway?
The other giveaway would be the Ruguru shirts or a shirt, because that's definitely going to work.
Hey, as long as I'm not the one like printing labels and taking
Done.
photos, you guys do whatever
I
you
got
want.
it. Giveaway a statue and a shirt. All right, Mark. Statue.
All right. Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, Bell Witch statue. I'm writing it down.
Okay. Well, first of all, I have to say Illuminathan79 has been asking about Ultraman in the comments section. And yes, I have seen the new Ultraman and I love it. I kept up with all of that stuff. And the new season is coming out on Netflix, so watch that. So, okay. This is general cryptozoology people. In 1933, gangster Machine Gun Kelly kidnapped the stepfather of this future adventurer and patron of cryptozoological research. Who is that adventurer?
That's a hard one.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm watching the comments.
Yep.
I know this is where when they all comment,
Tom
everything
Slick,
happens at once.
Eminem.
Hey, Strangeness has got it.
Hey, Strangeness did. Tom
Yep.
Slick.
Yeah.
Tom
All
Hey,
right,
Strangeness.
Nice.
Oh, stop
Good
it.
job.
No, get out of here, Siri. No.
Excellently. Excellent job.
Well done.
All right. So did someone tell Hey Strangeness to contact Heather at
He knows how to get a hold of
smalltownmonsters.com?
me. We talk all the time on Instagram.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Whatever.
Thanks,
All right.
Seth.
All right. I lost. We had a bunch of questions coming in. I don't know where they went. I'm not seeing them. If people have questions, they can drop them in the comments. Mark, why don't we do the final giveaway for the statue?
Okay. All right.
That was for the statue, right? Wasn't that for the statue?
Oh, was that for the statue? All right. I thought it was a
That's-
Rougarou shirt, but I just
No,
put
the
myself in
Rougarou
the
shirt
eye.
will be last.
Why did you do
This
that,
is-
dude? I saw
that
it.
was for the
Right-
statue.
Come on, man.
All right. All right.
I just want to make sure my Hey Strangeness guy has the statue because that's what we thought we were doing. Now it's the Rougarou shirt. That was a Kickstarter
Right.
exclusive last year.
Right.
Okay, cool.
All right, Mark.
Oh,
Cue
okay.
'em up.
All right. Next question. In the topic of UFOs, on September 3rd, 1965, this young man had the sighting that kicked off what is known as the Exeter incident. What was his name? Who had the first Exeter UFO sighting September 3rd, 1965?
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
win. You win a Rougarou
right.
shirt, Seth.
I got it.
You got it.
All right. Barney Hill.
No.
Jameson. J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Oh, Bigfoot Society.
There it is.
Boom.
Norman Muscarello.
Yes.
That is correct.
Excellent.
So
Dang.
Jeremiah is the
Jeremiah.
winner. Contact Heather at smalltownmonsters.com.
Yay.
I had one back
Well
up here I wanted to get to. Robert Hanna asked if we had any plans for a Lizard Man of South Carolina documentary. This is one of the ones we get asked about. Next to there's like a few that we were constantly asked about, one that were remaining. One of them was Jersey Devil. The other one is Lizard Man. And the other one's probably Chupacabra. But when it comes to Lizard Man, our problem is that so many of the original witnesses are gone. And obviously we're finding ways to tell those stories anyway. But as of right now, we don't have plans to do it, but that doesn't mean we won't do it. I personally would love to do it because I really like South Carolina and I like that story a lot. And I enjoy working with Lyle, and that's a story that, would bring Lyle back into the STM fold. And so maybe, I guess that's a maybe. Okay, let me look here. Wait, why? Hold up. Price tag is saying he had it first. No, I don't think so. No, definitely not. Lizard Man would be cool. Yeah, everyone's talking about Lizard Mans now. Lizard Mans. All right, guys. I don't know. How are we feeling about wrapping up? Or you guys want to go another 20 to make it an even 9 o'clock? How are we feeling right now? I want to know. The audience needs to weigh in on this too. If you guys want us to stay on for another 20, you need to drop those questions. You need to.
How many people are in?
Ask
Both of
questions.
them.
Currently 160 is what I'm seeing, but there's probably another few hundred across the
And you're
other
wanting to just abandon them like that, Seth?
platforms. Well, I need things to talk about, or else I have to carry the show, and I can't do that. People like to see me, but
You have to carry the show.
yeah.
Jason, what do you want to
Right.
do?
Have some fun.
Hey, in all seriousness, someone asked about the stretch goal. Heather, can you text me the stretch goal image so I have it immediately on my phone? Because I will announce that here and then do the official announcement tomorrow.
Is that the Jersey Devil?
It's the Jersey
postcard?
Devil postcard.
Yeah, sure. Hold on a second.
Right. Let me see. And again, someone messaged me on Facebook and said, "Why aren't you answering questions from Facebook?" I don't know what questions are coming in on Facebook.
We're seeing
We are, but
right?
We are, but I think what happens is some of the comments get, like the ones from our group, our private Facebook group, I don't think they show up in here. So,
Barbecue
if you're
dog,
asking questions in there,
pit dog.
Whoa. Good grief, dude.
It's the chair.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't even move that time.
Barbecue Pit Dog said, "How did you all meet each other? Friends, family?" I met Seth outside of Borders where I worked. Seth and his brother. I met Jason at Perkins, right? On my birthday.
Yeah, it was like.
Yeah,
it was your birthday.
It was
your birthday.
It was my birthday. How long ago was that?
It was 19. I met you, Zach, in 1998. And so I can't get 98 is when we met, and then Mark and I met at the Ohio Bigfoot Conference, which was like
in 98
random. 1998, same year, Ohio Bigfoot Conference. No, it was was that 2014, Mark?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, 2014.
Theo's
Mark
Restaurant in Cambridge, Ohio.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I thought I could show a still image in here, but apparently I can't. So
why don't you just hold your phone up, Seth?
I am. Okay. All right, cool it. All right. So, Heather, this image is like the lowest resolution thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, I tried to send you the email that I had sent you earlier, and it says.
All right, hold on. I got it.
I live in Minerva. This email is
I forgot
crap.
okay. All right, hold on. All right, so there we go. All right, can you guys see that? Okay.
Yeah.
So Holly, who we're gonna do these as postcards. That's gonna be our first stretch goal in this year's campaign. And we managed to convince Holly to do that specifically for this campaign. So I don't think that's really been out there outside of the campaign. I like the design so much. I'm hoping we can use it as something else for one of the other stretch goals. I do know we have stretch goals all the way up through, like, we have a lot of stretch goals planned out. And the final stretch goal is we have 3 stretch goals planned out. Okay, Heather, we have 3 stretch goals planned out. And the final one is going to be super cool, especially if you're a Beyond the Trail fan. So we're pretty excited about that. So I don't know. That's it. There's a stretch goal. Do we get to this? What are your thoughts on Bob Lazar on Aliens? Brandon, you're a Bob Lazar fanatic.
Yeah. No, I think I believe him. I think when we did On the Trail of UFOs, the first season, we got to speak to somebody who Bob Lazar took to like a hidden location in the mountains, and they could see the UFOs or whatever being flown at Area 51. So, I mean, to me, it sounds legit. I've never got any vibes from Bob Lazar that was like this guy's out to make money or for fame or anything like that. So, I don't know what UFOs are in terms of government or extraterrestrial. I don't know, but I think Bob Lazar probably did work there when he said he did, and he probably experienced what he did. So it's my opinion,
though. Jason, as someone else who went on the Southwest Desert trip, what do you think of Bob Lazar? Is he legit?
We didn't meet that man.
All right. Mark, what can you weigh in on this?
I mean, he's got a point.
I don't think Bob Lazar should be on Aliens. That doesn't sound right at all.
No,
Get off him.
That's a problem.
Lazar.
It's a
Weirdo.
Get off their back.
Bob Lazar smoked me out a few years ago back in Northern Lights in California.
Oh.
All right, he's fine. We like him.
Yeah.
Heather, if Heather could pick a haunted place to explore, where would it be?
Okay. There's two. The closest one is Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. The other one would be Waverly Hills. Those two I would love to investigate at some point.
Someone wanted to know if there's going to be a Monster Super Bowl party at Seth's. Probably not.
Bob Lazar is my mother. That's what that man said.
Seth, what is your thoughts on Steller's sea ape in Alaska? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is at all. I feel like someone's pulling a prank on me. Is this a thing, Mark?
Steller's sea ape?
It's Les. So
Les wouldn't pull a prank on you. Are you kidding?
Oh no, never.
Yeah, I'm with you. I do not have a clear idea of what that is.
Here, let me Google it real quick for you. It's a purported marine mammal observed by German zoologist George Steller in 1741.
Ooh, wow. That's probably like a seal, though, right?
It's this thing.
Oh my!
Yeah, that's a seal.
Yeah.
That's what we know as a seal.
I mean, I guess you want to
got
be
lost.
like
Sea
that.
lion. Why isn't
Lost
the witness
manatee.
testimony enough? If scientifically repeatable methods can be used to send folks to prison, why not for the discovery of Sasquatch? I mean, when it comes to science won't accept witness testimony. For me, it was close to enough early on, and then over time it became not enough because the desire to see something for myself to give you the. I have friends who were on the same track I was, where like they started out super believers in the existence of Bigfoot because of all the witness testimony, but you find over time that your quote unquote like belief in Bigfoot wanes. It might ebb and flow some, but it wanes, and eventually you just want more evidence or better evidence or your own sighting. So that's on a personal level. Science has to have something to tell them it's actually there. I don't know. Who got scared during filming?
Me.
I've been scared a number of times on these shoots during filming. Unless I have a camera in my hand, slap a camera in my hand, I'm good to go. I'll walk right into those woods.
I was legit terrified.
Heather, when?
And the first time we went out to Abear Road at night up in Whitehall, it was just me, Seth, and Seth's dad, and I was terrified because we just spent like 4 days hearing all these stories, and then to go out there at night and it was completely pitch black, and it's just kind of terrifying. So I remember like quickly getting into the car, like and just locking the door, kind of thing. But it was the first time I think I ever thought about the reality of Bigfoot being real. It's the first time I was ever like, if this thing's real, I would not want to actually see one up close up. You know what I mean? That's like terrifying to think about.
Yeah. Mark, have you ever been scared on a shoot?
Well, sort of, yes. When we were going down to the actual nest site, I slipped and fell on my butt.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought what I was scared of is that I wasn't going to see the nest site because like my leg was mangled or something, but the only thing hurt was my pride. But I was scared that I had wasted all of that, travel time and getting right to the edge of the finish line and then fumbling the football.
Andy, have you been scared on a shoot?
I got scared during that one haunting shoot where we got chased by the bat.
That was at
probably
Madison.
Yeah, in Madison. It's probably the most scared I've ever been. Because
Ever?
Yeah, it's probably the most scared I've ever been. Because it was chasing after us. I always thought bats would run away, and they don't.
You thought a bat would drop to the floor and then flee on foot?
Yep, that was my assumption with bats.
All right.
And when it started flying, I was so...
You had no idea what was going on.
Yep. Yeah, that's probably... and then I had a similar experience to what Brandon was talking about when we were out at Buck Mountain filming The Journey. Was sort of this, if they're real, they're here. And I don't know if I want that to happen right now, or like what would actually happen if that did happen. I don't know. Yeah.
Seth, you remember that
spelled special wrong down at here.
Seth, you remember that time on Boggy Creek where you called me down from the top of the hill and you were like super spooked out? Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Would you say you were scared at that point?
I wasn't scared. There was a weird vibe down in that area. We were down by the river bottoms, or Mercer Bayou, right? I was down.
We're down where Herb Jones used to live.
That's Mercer. I think that's Mercer where Herb Jones lived, right? Am I wrong? I can't remember. It's been a while.
Mercer Bayou was like the Mercer Bayou was like the river, I think, and then he lived on this huge lake / swamp, and I can't remember what the name is.
Okay. Yeah, I remember. I don't think I got scared there. I just got, it was like uneasy. It was a weird vibe because there was this sound of flies down there. Remember that? There was like a strange smell, and then I kept hearing flies.
You said that you would hear the flies, but they would move, so it wasn't like there was a dead animal where the flies were hovering. You would hear like the flies sound.
You'd hear like this like the sonic noise of like flies buzzing around, but they were like it was bizarre. Yeah, that was really weird.
Yeah.
Heather Michael wants to know who will be telling us stories on the new Lore You Know in February.
That's a great question, Mike. You, right? You're gonna jump on, talk with me. Yeah, Mike. Hopefully, we were scheduled to do that, and then there was an issue, and that had to get rescheduled. So, and maybe while we are in Pennsylvania here in a few weeks, there'll be a few more that we'll gather while we're there.
Cool. Creek Week said, and you met Pepper in 2019. Hail Pepper. I adore Pepper. Yeah, Pepper is everyone's favorite. She's our favorite. Someone said Skunk Ape research video in Florida would be cool to see. It's coming. There's actually 3 episodes that are set in episodes of Beyond the Trail that are set in the Florida swamps and Florida forests. So you'll want to check out Beyond the Trail. Those should start coming out. Actually, one of those is going to come out later this month. So yes, stay tuned to the YouTube channel. Because once Alex and Eli are back, they're going to start to work on those. Someone want to know how we choose our cases, which I believe would just be like the box art and stuff.
No, I think they mean the cases.
The actual cases. Well, you know what? Honestly, we just let the DVD distributor kind of like decide what style of plastic they want.
Wow.
Snap cases.
Yeah.
Honestly, we pick artists we like. Like I started working with Sam because I liked his stuff. We got Matt Pepler to do art on the initial wave of On the Trail of stuff. Now Michael Broom is doing artwork for us. Zach is helping design a lot of the stuff that you're seeing from STM. So it's at this point, it really is just artists we really like. I still think that my favorite piece, and I forget it, I'm blanking on his name now, but that one Mothman Legacy art poster that we hired, the guy that did the IMAX posters for Godzilla King of the Monsters. I can't remember his name right now though, but that was one of those thrills. We had Steve Bissett do a poster. Stephen Bissett, the co-creator of Swamp Thing, did a poster for On the Trail of Champ. So you know, we've been extremely lucky so far. Is
Matt
it
Harris.
true? What? Oh yeah, Matt Harris.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like the cover art. Matt's never done cover art. He has done some like poster art and t-shirt art. He did a poster back in the early days. I think it was on the Mothman Kickstarter that had 4 of our monsters in one like poster, and we still have a few of those out there. I love his artwork. Is it true there is an inner Earth with many different species within? Mark.
Yeah, I just watched Godzilla versus Kong last night again.
So definitely, that's a documentary, right?
There's clearly an inner Earth. I mean, the movie proves it. But I mean, could there be an inner Earth with species within? Sure, there could. It maybe not like literally a hollow Earth, but there could be a huge cave system that we don't know much about. Stuff could be there.
Brian said he lives in New Jersey. Can't wait for Jersey Devil. He's a huge fan of STM, and listening to our podcast, and it blows his mind how much Seth and Andy know. Thanks, Brian. Andy and I do know a lot. We have to put up with Mark and Heather.
Yeah,
kind of like
it's not
easy.
Wait.
When it comes to knowledge, they're kind of the weakest link here, but it's fine. They make up for it in other ways. We're not sure.
Yeah, they really do. I'm just glad to have them on. They really bring up sort of our whole mood when we record a show. You know, if not, I probably wouldn't want to do it.
We're just there for the jokes.
Yeah,
we bring the laughs.
Just to annoy people.
And I bring what I can, which is, just all my knowledge.
Great.
Peggy Curtis. Okay, so guys, I think we're going to start wrapping. Andy, can you break it down? No, but I think we're going to start. I think we're going to start. Yeah, breaking it up, breaking the. What in the world is happening in the comments? I get distracted by the sheer volume of comments that are in there. So, okay. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap, guys. This is unreal, for real. 61,474. What are we at? Never in my wildest dreams, honestly. 102% in 2 hours. Less than, I mean, we're still under 2 hours since I hit launch, but 255 backers, 102%, 61,474. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up, but big thanks to everyone that backed. Huge thanks to all of our executive producer backers. There's still a few of those levels left, and then the statues. If you're wanting a statue, I had people tell me they were going to try to back on Monday, so hopefully statues are still there at the current rate. I have no idea. I also don't know.
Wait,
it's always hard
Seth,
to tell how the Kickstarter is going to go, but.
Can you reiterate how the Kickstarter takes money? Like, just because you pledge today doesn't mean they take your money today, correct? So
Yes, so that is worth mentioning multiple times. The Kickstarter, if you pledge today, your card or whatever isn't charged today. It's charged when the campaign ends. So when the campaign ends, that's when your money is actually your card is charged, and that will be like March 2nd or 3rd. March 5th is the final day of the campaign this year. So March 5th, the campaign will end, and your card will be charged. So, however, having said that, don't get super excited and be like, oh, I'm not going to be charged for another month. I'm going to pledge for $5,000, because I mean, you can, but then that money bounces out and it confuses us and we don't know what's happening because,
Right.
But yeah. I don't know. Who else wants to chime in here oh, yes, I should mention I'm on Bigfoot Society tomorrow night. So if you're a listener to Bigfoot Society, tune in. You will want to become a Patreon member of Bigfoot Society as well, because he does some really cool after show stuff. And Jeremiah is genuinely one of the nicest people I talk to when it comes to Bigfoot. In fact, Andy and I were literally just talking about this, I think on like Tuesday or something. Like one of the nicest guys you'll meet in all of Bigfootdom. So support Bigfoot Society and Jeremiah's work. He's a super cool guy, and he does a really insightful podcast over there. So, and check me out on that show tomorrow night. I might be doing that show from the cabin in the middle of Minerva. I don't know.
You got to get here first. The roads are nasty.
Yeah, I probably won't be able to do it, but we'll see what happens.
Another snow day wasted.
Yeah.
Oh, my mic
Jason...
was muted. Huh? Yo, Jason's moving, man. Chill. Let him do his thing.
Just his little toot dance there. All right, let's call it. Huge thank you to everyone that backed. This was crazy.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate everybody that backed and shared the campaign. Please keep sharing the campaign and all that kind of stuff as well. If you haven't shared it on like Facebook and YouTube and all those places, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you.
You'll do it.
You do it.
All right. No, Seth, you'll do it.
You're gonna do it.
What?
I'm never doing it. All right. Thanks to Mark, Brandon, Zach, Jason, Andy, Heather, Eli, Alex, Adam. I think Shannon might have tried to pop in at one point, but she couldn't get in because there were so many people in here. So I just, huge thanks to everyone who backed, and we really do appreciate it, and we will do our best to make this the best roster of movies we've made so far. So one final thing. Someone asked about any upcoming conventions. We have a thing. Don't we have something in Alton like next weekend?
Next week?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Yeah, next week.
It's not Wednesday. It's
Thursday.
Saturday. We leave on Thursday. It's Saturday, and it's the dead of winter.
Let's give them our exact travel plans. You can come visit us at the hotel. We're in the room.
All right,
no,
Lisa. We met Lisa.
Yeah,
Lisa.
We met Lisa at
if you can
Crypticon.
get to Alton, Illinois, on Saturday for the Dead of Winter event, I will be there presenting on Cursed Objects. The STM people will be there selling our wares. And the only entry fee is some canned goods while we raise stuff for people in need.
Steve Ward wants to know what STM DVDs will be shown in the UK. I don't know what that means. We're still shipping to the UK.
I think he's talking about that announcement you made.
What?
Some of our movies are gonna air over in the UK.
Oh,
yeah.
Great question. Hold on. If you give me a second, flip. Hold on. I'll pull this up. So, can someone else give context for? Does anyone else even know what he's talking about that I could look for this? Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Is this the 1091 thing? Getting them on?
Yeah.
What was
What was the channel?
Is it A&E?
A&E.
I just want to make sure I have the exact titles right.
Okay. So it's A&E licensing a bunch of the movies, UK, right?
Okay, I got it.
And then that's the last update.
Skinwalker. Yeah, it's Skinwalker. Howl of the Rougarou. That will be aired on October 1st of 2022. The Mothman Legacy will air on the 1st. It sounds like that's when they're going to start airing them. So Steve Ward, you will be on TV in the UK. Terror in the Skies will be one of them. On the Trail of Bigfoot, the Legend will be one of them. Most of these will start airing in October. However, On the Trail of UFOs, Dark Sky will start airing in April. Mark of the Bell Witch starts airing in March. Hunt for the Lake Michigan Moth. Why did they call it Hunt for the Lake Michigan? They don't even know the title of the movie they're distributing. It's On the Trail of the Lake Michigan Mothman. That will start airing on October 1st. I'm telling you guys, you have no idea the nightmare of dealing with distributors.
What did they call it?
Hunt for the Lake Michigan Mothman. At least they got the Lake Michigan Mothman part right. So yeah, it'll start airing. They don't give me a lot of information, but I know from dealing with A&E last time in the UK that meant it was A&E, which over there is called like Sky Network or something, but there's a bunch of other channels that it airs on. One of them is Lifetime, which I'm assuming is not the same Lifetime that we have here in the US, because if it is, that's hilarious.
It's called Hunt for Lifetime.
Hunt for the Lifetime monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, those will all be airing on television in the UK. Thanks for reminding me of that, Steve. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Stay tuned because Night Visitors is coming out real soon. I am going to start editing the next episode of Bigfoot Project on like Monday of next week, and we're hoping to have it out before I leave for Alton. So that's going to be like 2 days I got to edit. But anyway,
yeah, we leave Wednesday.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll figure it out.
Tomorrow we're leaving, Seth.
I guess I'll just stay here tomorrow and edit. So, all right, guys. Thanks for being a part of the Kicks. I almost.
Hey, Kick Sky Network.
Lake Michigan. Hunt for
Lake
the
Michigan.
hunk for the skin.
Michigan.
Hunk for the skinwalker.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right.
Good to see everybody.
Guys. Thank you
Yeah,
so
we'll
much.
see you guys later. Thanks for being a part of it.
Hey guys.
All right. Bye.